We're our public channel. Okay. Hey, everybody, we are live.
Let's do it.
All right. Nicole here with Cellbotics Everything Training. If you want to get into the repair industry, open your own business. And I'm with the Repairs First Association. If you own a shop, you should have a subscription. I don't know why you don't. And also the Gadget Repair Expo, who is sponsoring this call. Obviously, you can see their branding. And we're here to talk about the expo, but we also want to give you some really good tips. And I'm totally in love with the topic today. It's going to be another amazing call. So hang in there. I'm going to go around the screen and let everybody introduce themselves. So I'm going to start with Ahmed.
Okay.
Ahmed.
Hello, everybody. This is Ahmed with Unlimited Prepaid Distribution and Uplux Social. We are helping many stores to continue growing and be ad prepaid and marketing, social media, digital marketing, all the good stuff. Thank you so much. And now I hand it to you, Tony.
Hey guys, how you doing? I know I'm probably looking the other way. I'm using my iPad.
You're here. That's the important part.
This is Tony. I am from GSM Warehouse, the co-owner and founder of GSM Warehouse. We are a pre-owned certified distribution warehouse located in Florida. Supplies pre-owned devices to all cell phone repair shops. We've been in the industry for 10 years, and hopefully we can see you in a few weeks in Orlando.
Yes. Okay. So
hi,
next,
this is
Mohammed.
yeah. Hi, this is Mohammed from Phone House City Parts. We are a wholesale distributor for accessories and parts, and we also carry accessories regarding to repair stores, and also we carry small parts, computer parts. We also added more new lines for gaming parts too.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, we're
Well
coming
done.
out with a gaming course online. So I definitely will tapping into you for that. Awesome. All right. Adrian, just give a rundown a little bit again about yourself, because we were not live when you introduced your channel. So. Oh, wait. Oops. Mute. Oh, go ahead. You're unmuted.
Are we good now?
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
Technical
What's up, guys? Adrian Amro with 911 Gadgets. We have a YouTube channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, go to 911 Gadgets YouTube channel. You'll see we do a lot of repairs, a lot of training. We also have about 19 stores nationwide that are using the 911 Gadgets name. So
How many?
How many about who we are? 19.
Licensed? Like licensed with your logo?
License agreements.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they get a lot of perks and benefits of doing that. We're going to talk about that at the Gadget Repair Expo, guys. I want to personally talk to Nicole a lot on what I got going on, and
Hey,
perfect
let's
people
collaborate.
to talk to. Yeah. So
awesome. I'm excited. I did not know that. So I just learned something new on here. I'm excited to hear about that. And I can't wait you're going to speak both days. You're going to speak about marketing as a shop owner, and then you're going to, I forget the other one. Oh, outsourcing. And you're going to give all of your contacts, which is fabulous. I'm so excited about that.
You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it. All right. Mark, who are you?
I am Mark Pauley with Axiom Armor. That's all I got for you.
No, what is Axiom?
Now we do screen film machines, all the screen film, the one SKU fits all, on demand screen film solution. So that's what I'm all about. And
if you're not
of
selling
course,
screen film, they can reach out to you and get the machine.
my Alcatel flip phone.
Is that a flip phone?
It was.
Show him your real phone.
Oh,
Ahmed, that's not your phone. Okay.
What? Did you just pass it over to Ahmed? Did you teleport that thing over there? What the heck?
Amazing.
That was like, it wasn't even planned. Was it planned?
No.
that's
Bro.
That's the way we roll.
That's how we roll around here.
I want to be part of that.
Ahmed, you're supposed to give him a tap. You left him hanging.
I got you, Ahmed.
I got it. He hit me in the face though, but that's fine.
Hey, get your free ticket right now if you're live and you want to go to the Gadget Repair Expo in Orlando. Tickets are only $99, but while we're live, you can use the code GRE free. That's only when we're live. But if you miss the live code, you can contact your most favorite vendor and they will give you a 50% off code. But you need to come. It's in Orlando, May 11th and 12th. You still have about 2 weeks. But get your butt on down there to Orlando. So, all right. So let's go down to off.
Yeah.
Farhan.
Farhan.
Farhan, go ahead, Farhan.
Yes, brother. So I'm Farhan. We own Mobile Masters. We've been in business since 2003, 21 years somewhat. We are R2 certified. We get all our devices such as iPhones, hotspots, tablets, watches, everything we get directly from the carrier auctions and other auctions. We QA them, we certify them, give 60-day warranty,
Wow.
package them if you need it fully retail pack or just handset only, and we send it out that way. So we've been doing it for a very long time, so we know what we're doing. We've been in
Wow.
business this long. Besides this, we are launching two more products that we will announce at the show.
Oh, so you're going to give a special announcement at the
We-
expo.
At the expo, yes.
Oh, I can't wait. What is it?
Then it won't be a surprise anymore, right?
I know. I was just hoping, I'm curious. I'm so excited about that. Okay, great. That's wonderful. All right. And then last but definitely not least, Larry.
All right, Larry from RTO Mobile. We're the place that lets you do your in-house payment plans for your customers, where you can have them spend a lot less than they would with any third-party finance company, and you make 3 times as much as you would compared to a retail sale or a third-party finance sale. So we're going to be at the Orlando show. We've got a major announcement coming out. Has to do with ACO protection plans, but I'm not gonna tell you more than that. You got to be at the show. The show is a great place, just so you know, to network. Everybody in the industry is there. Every repair shop that's of any kind, even the small guys come. You get to learn people. You get to meet people, get to learn about new products. So make sure you go.
Oh yeah. Oh man, so exciting. There's so many announcements going on. I've heard companies saying they're announcing new things at the expo.
I also have an announcement in the Gadget Repair Expo, a massive announcement due to the prepaid industry. I did not speak of it because we finalized everything yesterday. So there is a major announcement also for GSM Warehouse that will be announced at the Gadget Repair Expo.
What?
Cool.
Oh my God. My curiosity is killing me. I'm going to call each of you after this and be like,
Isn't Ahmed going to make an announcement? He's getting married. Aren't you getting married, Ahmed?
Ahmed, is it going down finally? Mandy?
You got the wrong Ahmed.
I'm no, hell no.
The forever bachelor. No.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
No, listen, but seriously, I'm excited about seeing Larry because, guys, I've known Larry. Like, Larry is one of the first people I've known in the whole industry. Like,
oh my
literally,
word.
Yeah. And I'm honored to see you, man, on the call with us and to hang out with you and definitely in Orlando. That was a good surprise to see you on the call today. Good stuff.
This is so good. So good.
Okay, let's get into our topic.
Just one thing is, get your tickets, guys. You are really gonna miss this. You got all the industry leaders right here, experience, parts. I mean, some stuff. Where's Mohammed? He left. He was here with us. He's gonna come back.
He's coming back on. He fell off.
Yeah, he will talk about gaming parts that I've never heard before. He's back again. And we have Farhan, we have Tony. We got everybody there. So anybody miss this show, you're a criminal if you don't make it there. Make sure you're there.
You shouldn't be in this industry because this is where you grow and keep your business going.
You gotta be in this.
Invigorated.
The only show that cater for the repair and the finance and industry. Just come over if you want to grow your business.
I want to say a small statement. It's an honor to be on these calls every day or every week with such a lot of talent, from whether devices, parts, people that's been in the industry for a long time, Marcus Otters. Everyone, every time that Nicole, you surprise me every time I get on this video and I see like new faces, not new faces in the industry, but new faces every call. That shows you how much value the Gadget Repair Expo is bringing to the industry. And it is called Gadget Repair Expo for a reason because we do focus on the cell phone repair shop. I spoke to Jeremy earlier, and what made this Gadget Repair Expo show or convention very successful because it doesn't stretch too thin to the point it confuses the audience. It actually focuses 100% on the retail cell phone repair shop.
Right.
Period.
Yep.
You know,
That's right.
yes, you will meet a lot of new faces. Yes, you will meet a lot of new people in the industry with a lot of value to their company. But every time that I attended this expo, I come out of it learning more. Even though I assume that I know a lot, but every time that I come to these expos, I realize that I don't know much, and I learn a lot.
I just meet amazing people. I feel like I know a lot of people already because I feel like that's kind of my responsibility. I just to know people, but I always meet more people. I'm just like, there's just more and more people, you know, and more knowledge and more things I didn't know about. I love
I'll show you that these people are committed to give back to the community. I think that's a valuable information that store owners really need to take advantage of and come to the expo, because to show that how many people we've already been with, over 30, 40 vendors already just in the past few months on these calls. These guys will be there. So it's just a matter of you booking your ticket or get it for free right now while we're live, you know?
100%.
Well, that's so cool. So Nicole, you wanted to talk about how stores can make more money without adding more inventory or adding more employees or more space?
Well, specifically more customers, because you know there's a lot of shops that are doing really well, but you don't hear them a lot because they're very busy and their business is running, and you know they're not online. If they are, they're not really getting involved, you know what I mean, in this kind of chatter, you know what I mean? So but what we do see is shops that are struggling and you know they're kind of slow, they are online and they're looking for resources, saying I'm slow, what do I do? And so everybody always says marketing, marketing, marketing. So the idea behind this topic is, well, what if you can't get an increase in customers? What are some ways you can increase your revenue? So you guys take this. I mean, who wants to go first?
Well, let's talk about one thing. I mean, you've got a customer base already where you know how to reach them, right? You've had contact with them before. You know how to reach them. Reward programs are like totally effective for customers that have done business with you before. So you've got to have an offer. So offer them an upgrade to a device, right? Get a good device. We've got suppliers on here with quality devices. Offer them an upgrade to what they have now and put that upgrade on a payment plan so they don't have to have a lot of money all at once to get that upgrade. But tell them it's special for you. It's just because you're a valued customer. You've done business with us before. Come on in. We've got a special upgrade offer for you on a new phone with a low down payment. So that's an idea, just to harvest your existing customers right now with rewards.
Yeah. I want to say something. So you mentioned some stores are super, super busy and they're still kind of struggling, you know, and I see that a lot, where a lot of times prices are very low when it comes to their repairs. And that's why they're so busy, you know. But now when they get busy, customer service starts to see a decline because of how busy they are. And I've been there when I first started. I'm like, oh, 911 Gadgets, what do you want? Like, you know, kind of like you're just upset because you're so busy with stuff. You don't even want to hear the customer out. And, you know, you got customers that want to tell you the story, like, well, I was camping yesterday with my family, my niece. She's a beautiful daughter. She has blue eyes. And I'm like, I don't care. What do you want? You know?
And my dog throw up on my phone.
Yeah.
He's giving you too much
what
information.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to, I believe in quality over quantity, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, I can have a line outside my shop if I just put $20 phone repairs, you know, but that's not, you're going to lose in some certain other areas. You're going to start seeing some customer service decline at least. So I think pricing is very important.
I want to add something to what Larry said, and even touch base on what Adrian just said. What Larry said is the trade-in program. If you offer your customers a trade-in program, you're bringing a whole different crowd of customers that assumes that the phone that they have in their hand is valued something. So when you're advertising, you know, trade in your old phone, get a discount, and upgrade to another phone, even walk out of the store with little to zero down payment when you're doing finances. The finance option is a very huge option in the industry, and it's becoming, a part of the industry, just like the cars industry. I don't think any car dealership would have a car dealership without either in-house finances or through a third-party bank financing. So it is very important as these devices prices are rising. You're talking about over $1,000 for some of the most latest devices in the industry. So offering finances will pick up your business a little bit over 30 to 40% just by adding it to your business. So if your business is doing $15,000 to $20,000 and you're struggling, I think just adding finances, you're probably in the first month, you'll probably reach out to $30,000 to $35,000. And I can guarantee you, if you're an owner operator, and you will see the potential of every customer that come into your store, and when you offer them finance, you will see the difference in the acceptance of the customers to the finance. Because I'm saying finance is a part of the industry that we're in right now, whether we like it or not. If you don't want to deal with, the customers not paying, there's a lot of these financing companies that don't, they guarantee your money the following day. So the minute you finance this customer, your money is in your bank account the following day. And if the customer doesn't pay, that's between you and the financing company. You have nothing to do with it. So it is risk-free. Like Larry said, if you want to add something to your business with zero inventory and zero cost, finances is the best option to have there with zero investment. And
so Tony,
as far as the having a line inside of your store, I would say you could have a line inside of your store and you could still be busy and you can still make money. It just needs more of the marketing tactics where you can have one item and you would burn out the price for that specific one item, a 6S or a 7, which pretty much nobody carries anymore. And you can put it on, $29.99. So when you're advertising, you can advertise iPhone screen repair for $29.99, but you don't have to have all your prices to be cheap. You don't have to make $10 or $15 on each repair, because you're going to end up like Adrian said, working for nothing. You're so busy, but you're still not making money. And then you're dealing with bad reviews. You can't give good customer service. You don't have time to talk to your customers, and that's a big problem.
So Tony, to add what you're saying, just to build on that a bit with your offer, the idea to offer an upgrade, when you take their old phone in, right, depending on its condition, of course, since you're a repair shop, you could put a little bit more money into that, and then you recycle it into on a payment plan for another customer who comes in that's fresh. So you've got a kind of a returning inventory for you.
You reminded me of a story. I'm sorry to cut somebody off, but I just got to tell this story. I sold. In 2015, I worked behind the counter in one of my locations.
Beautiful.
It was one. I like to do trade-ins, and I had a customer probably 11 a.m. come in, sell me their phone, trade it in, buy another phone. The following customer, I put a new screen on it. I sold the traded in phone to the following customer, who I took another trade in. I did 9 trade ins and sold the 9 phones in one day. I walked into the store and there was 40 phones in my showcases, and I left the store with 9 phones sold, and I still had 40 phones in my showcase.
Right. The other thing. Yeah, that's a beautiful story. Wow. That's exactly what it is. So you're returning that inventory, you're putting it in circulation again. Another thing that small stores face is the ups and downs of repairs, right? Meaning that sometimes you got 3 in one day, and other days you've got none. Okay, so you have this lumpy revenue. What in-house payment plans allow you to do is smooth that revenue out. You build a residual revenue, because think about it. If you put a customer on a weekly pay contract, all right, for their finance, so it's got a weekly pay, it's coming right out of their bank into your bank account every week on every contract, no matter if anybody comes in the store with a broken phone or not, you've got revenue coming in. So it creates a residual revenue for you week after week after week, or every other week, or once a month, whatever you pick. But it really smooths out the revenue. So that's revenue coming in without doing anything. Right. Yeah. You've got it there coming in for you. So another idea to keep keep yourself healthy during the slow times.
Nicole's muted. I think she's trying to say something.
Nicole, yeah, Nicole. I want to hear from Farhan. How's business in Houston, man?
Houston business is good.
Um,
This month has been very good for us. We did compared to last year.
We lost you for a second. What is it?
Okay, so compared to last year, April,
Can you hear me now?
we are at
Yep.
100.
Oh my God, I keep losing you the last piece. Am I the only one? Or?
No, I'm not hearing.
No, yeah, it's cutting off.
You comparing with last year, you did 100%, 100 and what?
Yes, so twice.
Wow.
Oh, more. Okay,
Yeah.
well, okay,
That's
I love
awesome.
it. Awesome.
Sorry, real quick, about like what Larry and Tony were talking about. I think a lot of shops, if not every shop, is lost when it comes to like the pre-owned phones or like the financing. So I think if you guys are watching, you guys need to come to the expo, pick up all the contacts you can get, so you can learn about how to offer these phones, financing options available. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very important to come and check that out, because
I will be speaking on that on the first day between I think 10:30 to 11 o'clock about scaling your repair shop. So I will be speaking based on scaling your repair shop and how to, like Larry said, I think the proper word is balancing your repair shop. So you have to have a balance instead of having 0 repairs days and days that you get 5 repairs. I think we want to talk about balancing your repair shops where you can have a minimum of $1,000 a day. If you're able to do $1,000 a day for a repair shop, you're absolutely paying your bills, making money, and probably putting $5,000 to $8,000 net in your pocket if you're doing it proper.
That's what me and Brian, our topic is, how to do $1,000 a day as a repair shop. And we're going to give steps that we have recommendations. But all right, so I want to hear from people who did not give a tip. Mark?
My biggest attribution to what we're talking about. Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Yes.
All right. So my biggest thing is that, I own repair stores as well. And when we're slow, you have to do something, especially if you don't want to go out, or you have already gone out and tried to collect all the customers you can. If you're kind of plateauing on your customer base, you need to do different things with those customers. And one of those things is more accessories, which gives you more margin. I'm an accessory guy. I'm like, if somebody would just XYZ, they would make however much multiple on. So one thing that we are actually going to be coming out with that you can do independently with whatever vendor that sells accessories, you can actually go to your local carriers. I've done it before, especially if you have a one SKU fits all system such as ours or whoever. You can go to your carrier. You can say, hey, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, here's a card I have made up. Every time you send me a customer, you cannot help with a screen protector in your store, we'll pay you $5. Hey, what's wrong with that? Nothing, because they're not going to be able to provide, they're not going to have this screen protector in stock. They're not going to have this screen protector, whatever. So you want to make sure and collect. So that's easy, right? So that's kind of both and. You're getting the accessory sale, which is high margin. You're paying out $5, so you're making $5 less, but you're getting an influx of business that you wouldn't have. The biggest thing for selling accessories in your store is asking. Don't expect a display that's sitting on the counter to say, hey, buy me, and they buy it. You have to talk about it.
So that's a great, totally valid point. Accessories, when you upsell an accessory, right, the margins on those are so very strong. Sometimes the customer is going to resist because it's going to cost more, right? Well, bundle that in to a promotional phone, or bundle that into a really nice phone, put it on a payment plan and get the customer out the door. You just boosted your margins from the payment plan and the accessory bundle. So put a Bluetooth speaker, some screen protectors, some chargers, some cords, put $150 retail price point on it. They're going to go, oh, you can't afford $150. Hey, put it on a payment plan add it to your phone as a payment plan, and away you go. So you sold the accessories, you got the margins on those, and you sold your phone, you got the payment plan going. Great way to keep your business hopping.
Awesome. So true. Mohammed, what about you? Give a tip. Oh, Adrian, you want to add to that real quick?
Real quick, what Mark was saying, you have to talk about your accessories. They're not going to sell themselves. My son fixed an iPhone 11 Pro, and she was going to go straight to trade it in to T-Mobile or whatever. And I said, sell her a screen protector. But he's like, no, she's changing. So what? Tell her to transfer it to her new phone. So he tried it, and he sold her on it. So the next day she came back with her 14, and we just put the screen protector. So we didn't lose that sale.
Sweet. Nice.
Awesome.
First time we've done that, by the way.
All right, Mohammed, what about you?
Hey, you mentioned that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
By the way, I own a couple of locations too. Besides the wholesale company, I came into this business. One of the reasons I started as a retail store, so I have a lot of influence about how to run the store. Right now, the most thing is people used to focus before. They used to focus just on the repair. Now, number of repair has been gone down, I think, rapidly. I speak to my customers every single day. So a couple of things you need to watch. You need to check your competitor pricings, how much they are paying, how much they're doing repair. Nowadays, when a customer calls, they call at least 3, 4 places, and they make sure that you know what they get the best deal. And how you present yourself, how you talk to your customers, that's very important. What you speak about it, you know, how you pronounce every single thing, it needs to be perfect. Once the customer comes, also main thing, I realize with a lot of customers that their reviews are very low numbers. So let's say as me or you go to a restaurant, what are you looking at? The rating and plus how many reviews you are there. So you need to focus to get more reviews in with the customers. Upselling it, you know, you can be screen protector, temper glasses, maybe insurance, like what you said, or let's say a customer comes with a phone, broken phone, they don't want to spend too much money. If you have a used phone and it's less than the repair, let's say a 13 Pro Max, it's going to cost you $400 to repair. Let's say there is a phone that you can able to sell for 250. Everybody cannot afford. You understand? That's the main thing. Marketing is very important. You know, social media, Facebook. You understand? You have to be constantly updating pictures. You know what you did the repair. Also, right now, everybody else into the phones. Right now, motherboard repair it became a big industry. You understand? Reason is water damage. You understand? You can people use. You know that time I remember we did not have time to repair. We said we don't want to do water damage phones. You understand? Or MacBook repair. Right now, we had to do whatever comes into the door. That's the most important. And every customer you come in, you had to feel them comfortable. So they bring their own customers. You know, you take your time, explain to them, you know, how, if your customer service is good, it's the most key point that every store operator and also upselling. Let's say a customer comes in and tells them, you know, after the repair done, you know, you can sell temper glass, you know, don't tell the pricing. The most thing they do, the biggest mistake, they tell the pricing to the customer how much it costs. You understand? Me personally, when I used to sell, I remember I used to tell, would you like to protect your phone? You understand? It can be two ways. You can upsell insurance or temper glasses, cases. You understand? It needs to be everybody needs to learn the technique, you know, how to speak to a customer. You cannot talk to everybody the same way you want it. Some people, they don't like to, they will look at something, but if you try to explain to her in detail, it can be done. Or some customers, I feel, you know, if you tell them that, you know, there is a temper glass, they made a $400 repair, like I said, XS Max. If you put a temper glass, you know, you can provide from scratches, plus also next time if they drop it, there's a chance of breaking the glasses.
Yeah.
So cases, you know, cases margins are good. Let's say we sell a case for $3, the margin is almost 10 times, 10 to 15 times. So if you try to sell it right now, the number of customers is less. You had to make that small customer to a bigger number. Let's say they spend a $200, you need to make them to spend 250. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And right now, gaming parts became a big point of view. Like for me right now, one of my shop, it used to be 80% iPhones and 20% computer. Now it became 50-50. So I feel like as a store operator, you should not let go any single repair, even if it's a charging port. You understand? For a small thing, the customer can bring another customer. Data is very important for customers. Maybe it can be
Yeah.
a $20 phone or a $1,500 phone. But main thing is you had to have everything. Also, most of the stores they do it. They don't keep all the parts in stock. But me personally, 30% of the sales I increase it. One of the reason is I keep most of my parts. I'm not saying to keep the everything. You should know your numbers. What are the parts that need to be in the stock? Most of the people they don't want to carry Samsung in the stock because its inventory costs a lot of money. But if a customer calls in, he says, "I want to fix, let's say, Note 20 Ultra." Okay, you don't have in stock. You lose a sale. You don't know, but it is eventually your sales are going out from the water. You understand? So every drop of water you put inside, it can increase the sale. So if you are thinking
idea.
that just keeping iPhone LCDs is not going to help, you understand? It also, let's say some of the A series models, we are doing very good than iPhones. Sometimes I get 2, 3 repairs in a week, same LCDs. If you
Well,
see constantly coming in, it will help out.
I want
Quick
to
question.
add to kind of some things that you mentioned. Go ahead, Ahmed.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So first off, I guess, when you're talking about variety of repair, make sure that you're actually monitoring what is coming in that you're not fixing. So if you've never done that, on sellboticsonline.com, if you go to free things, free downloads, we actually have an interaction tracking sheet. You can use the software to do it, but you should be tracking repairs that you're turning away, because then you can actually analyze that. So I have a video with that worksheet that explains how to use it. And the goal of it is every time I'll see a lot of times shops, someone will walk in and say, "Hey, you have a case for this?" And the tech's like, "No." And then they just leave. And nobody writes that down. Nobody puts down, okay, today someone came and asked for this, and we don't do that. Nobody
Nicole,
at the end of the month.
That's where the POS system comes in. You have to have a POS system.
True. But
That
Yes,
can
very important.
if
automation.
you're not, in POSs, a lot of times they're just tracking sales. They're not saying what they said no to. And so that's why we teach our students this process of interaction tracking. If you are walking down the street and somebody says, "Do you fix computers?" and you say no, and you track that no, and then monthly you analyze how many things you said no to, you can realize where you're losing money. I see too many shops only tracking sales. They're not tracking the no's. So we have a free, if your software don't do it now, that's fine. If you don't have that, we have a free workbook. Some of you have software that helps you track the notes. I understand that, but you have to analyze when you said no, how many times, and what that meant at a dollar value. So with that free thing that you can download at sellboticsonline.com, you can actually watch the video that I explain how to use it. And, you're tracking the nose. Once a month, you analyze it, and you can actually put a dollar amount to your nose. And then you can add that service, like the different screens, the different cases, the different services. Because sometimes blindly adding services doesn't do you any good either.
True. And then another thing I just wanted to mention, Mohammed, thank you so much for mentioning the marketing, the stocking. You have to have all the stocks. You have to offer all the services. If you are in the repair business, you should repair everything, or at least educate yourself how you're going to go. Mohammed, I have a question for you. How long you had that store open?
I started the business about my first location I opened it was 9 years ago. And the location I have right now, it's the one that I operate myself. It's almost 4 years. The first year is the hardest part. When I have two type of business, right? I am located in the mall. It's easier to get traffic. Right now, the traffic became very low because of the economy. Obviously, the people are not shopping that much. When you have a store outside, it takes time.
Give me some of this, your marketing. What do you do with marketing? You said, give me like in more details.
Marketing, first of all, building a customer around your neighborhood is the main thing. You understand why it took me a long time? It's my customer. If a customer comes in, they might be angry, but do not let them, walk away. Make them feel comfortable. If they come, let's say I had a customer. I remember 2 years ago, they broke second time. You understand the screen. And I told the employee who was working there, I told him, do not charge too much, to keep a customer. When you start a business in the beginning, to build the customers, you need to help some of the customers in the town to bring more customers in. You understand? You're putting that small amount of money towards that customer. I told them we will charge you for the part and we'll do a screen protector for free. You understand? That's when you have a angry customer, it becomes a lot of problems. But when you have
I just want you to share a little bit on marketing. You said you're doing marketing.
okay,
How social media, Google? Give me a little bit information.
and also my biggest thing I saw difference I did for one of my customers. He was not keeping track of his reviews. He had one bad review. You understand? It was putting him negative, and he was not adding more reviews. So maybe he had a problem with the clients have been seeing him on the front page, but it's not bringing the customers. They are looking at the other Google ads, Google. When you go to Google Maps, you see a couple of different stores. Sorry. So one of them has 275, and he has only 20, but he's a board certified. He knows how to repair the motherboards. Anything comes in, he can do it. But because of one small bad review, you understand? If you have one bad review, I think it needs minimum at least 15 customers to cover it up.
To push them
So
down.
everything is important. Yeah, to push it down. You understand? This is became very sufficient problem in the stores.
It goes back to business owners need to ask for reviews.
Yes.
Business owners need to ask for recommendations. They're not
Yes.
going to come to you. You got to ask for it, and once you get it, then you go above everything. You're right, Mohammed.
I have something to add on that.
Go ahead.
It is so crazy how much customers your store get traffic, and you will not get any good review, and all of a sudden, one out of those 100 customers leaves you a bad review, and you got
Yes.
not even one out of those 99 good reviews. So that is an employee problem. You cannot fix it until you fix your employee. How to fix an employee? If you ask everyone on this screen or every store owner, do you want to make more money? Everyone will say absolutely yes. So you'll ask your employee, yes. How much value do your store get from good reviews? So we've done this calculation in my stores, and we came about a contest between my employees. We spoke about it last time. That if a salesperson, a store manager, gets 40 reviews a month, I will give them $500.
Oh wow, that's great.
What happened is I'm flooded with Google reviews at 14 locations on a daily basis. Not fake reviews. We're talking about customers' reviews. So every sales guy, now he knows that there's $500 on the line to get reviews from that customer right in front of him. So that customer come in and he would do a repair. I did everything what I could do to bring that customer in for that repair. I did the marketing. I did the online advertisement. I made sure that the prices are competitive. So I did, as a business owner, everything in the book to get that customer through the door. Now, your job as a salesperson to get that review and to get that repair done. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these employees are collecting hours. So for you to kind of keep their brain working 24/7, you have to give them commission, some sort of commission. So if I tell you the contest, and I will discuss more in the expo, I can't share all the
Can't give all the details.
but we gave them commissions and for the reviews. And in 1 month, out of the 14 locations, we ended up with about 450 reviews for the whole company out of 14 locations. Now, I've had locations at 4.4 stars, Now they're at 4.9. I had 4.3s. Now we're at 4.8. So your reviews jumped up. The good news about it is the latest reviews are 5 stars. Now, a lot of the customers would look at the latest reviews. So every latest review for the past few months are 5 stars because I started this contest. And I also started other contests that they can make more money. Did it work? Absolutely. Now, that is as far as managing your employees. As far as managing your business, a lot of these guys, and I'm telling you, a lot of these guys are struggling. I have one question for you. Do you offer financing? They don't. I guarantee you 90% of them do not offer financing. And they're struggling. The reason why I think they're just comfortable in their own bubble, that they just don't want to overthink anything. You have to understand these financing companies are zero investment, literally zero. It's an online app that you just, finance the customer. Customer comes into your store and want to spend $1,000, but he only got $850. You have 2 options. Either negotiate with the customer to go down to $850 or offer them finance and push it up to $1,500. So why are we fighting to the bottom? We're supposed to fight to get the upsell. We're supposed to upsell his product. By offering finances and this customer gets approved for $1,000 or $1,500, you're now fighting to get more money, not fighting to give the customer a discount. And that's where your energy needs to go, is to get more money, not to negotiate. Because if you have a store and you're selling devices, which I've seen that in the past 2 years ago before even financing existed, if you're one sales guy in the store and you're selling devices and you have a customer you're dealing with and there's another customer behind him, the minute your first customer is negotiating the prices, you already automatically made it noticeable for the second customer. Once he's done, he's going to come and negotiate the price. So they're going to take advantage of you because you're really desperate to make that sale. You're not offering finances. And the first
when I need a phone, I'm coming to you, Tony.
Absolutely. I'll sell you some. So the second customer will come in and he would show how easy it is to negotiate down. So the first thing he's going to say, he's going to come and lowball you. And you're already pissed off about negotiating with the first customer. Your first reaction is like, no. And that reaction, you automatically lost the customer. First appearance is everything. First treatment is everything.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Adrian and Mohammed, who else has a store actively right now on here? Anyone else? You, Tony, of course you. I know. Okay. And the 3 of you, do you offer financing? Why or why not? Not to put you on the spot. Tony does. I know.
A lot of people, I had financing. I tried it a couple of times, but it depends on area to area. You understand? So let's say I try to sell phones in my store, but it did not work. But when I have a store in the mall, some of the location is doing good. Also, it brings extra revenue. We would not. Most of the guys are doing the mistake too. I am not saying with the community. Let's say the phones. I think the most selling is to neighborhood who are African American, Spanish are the most buying. You understand? I have a store in where is more Italian, white American, so it's a different environment. I saw, but I get a lot of MacBook repairs and data recovery. You understand? That's what I'm making money off it right now. Repair slowly has declined because of. I can tell you the truth because of the insurance companies. I'm being open to you guys. You understand? Insurance companies are taking over most of our business as the retail store. That's what I feel from the end user. But when I speak to a Spanish neighborhood, they don't think about insurance. You understand? They love repair. They break today, tomorrow on the Friday they get a paycheck. They do it.
But let me ask you just one question. So you said you offered financing and you don't do it.
It did not work. Yes, no, it did not work out because one of my locations. I'm talking one of my locations.
He's talking.
Not
He has
all the
2
locations.
locations. Each of them are in different cultural
different environment. That's fine.
Yeah, you're going to find that for sure.
You're going to find it. It varies.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you a question, Mohammed.
Yes.
What about What about
Go ahead.
Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile? Are they located in urban neighborhoods, or are they located in
No,
very rural neighborhoods?
I understand. I know what you're trying to
No, what
I think it comes
explain.
down to
what I'm
trusting.
trying to say,
Yeah,
no, what I'm trying to say is T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon are located in non-urban neighborhoods, and they have visibility to all kind of crowds. And 99.9% of their business is through finances. And
That's right.
for me to answer your question, yes, there is Caucasian people, white people are doing finances through these companies. There's not urban neighborhoods
But-
with African American and Hispanics.
you have to
I think what
understand.
happened is, go ahead.
Once, look, there is a perspective of repair. There's two types of repair stores. There is the electronic store who's doing repairs, and there is a repair store is doing just repairs. You understand? If you're talking about
Who
two
set that title? Who sets that title?
title, as per the, that's what I understand from my, because I deal with customer every single day. You understand? Because repair is what I started with. You understand? I was a refurbishing company before doing this thing, so I know basically
But
how to
it is.
repair.
I think what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you misunderstood me. What I'm trying to say is, you are the owner of the business, and you are the guy that sets the title to your business. If you set the title to your business as a cell phone repair shop, you will always be a cell phone repair shop for the rest of your life. If you set your title to be a cell phone repair shop and a couple of phones here and there from buybacks from customers, then your customers will know that you are not the go-to place for this for devices. And if you set your store up for a modern look, for all kinds of races to feel comfortable to walk into your store, that's the kind of, you and I started in the same time back
Yes.
in 2012. I hear
That's
you. I
good.
understand what you're
I
saying.
wish that area comes back.
Yeah.
All right, I want to stop this because we're getting to our hour, and I want to hear from Mark and Adrian, who have stores financing. Why not? Quickly.
I'll go real quick. I still haven't dove into it that much, and this is why I really want to get the source, who to use for financing, who to use for consignment, stuff like that.
Expo.
So
It's gonna
We're
give
gonna-
you all of it.
We're going to talk
Yeah.
together
Give you
in
all of
Orlando. We are.
yeah, you guys want to talk to all of you.
Absolutely.
And real quick to touch on Tony's, I don't know if I misunderstood stuff, but I think sometimes like when people go to Verizon, T-Mobile, and all these stores and they do financing through them, I think it's more of a trust thing, like they're major corporations, major brands versus coming to a small shop. Not to say you can't do it at a small shop. It depends on the owner and how you manage it, right? Because I can make it happen anywhere, to be honest. It doesn't matter where. But I think those T-Mobile and all these brands have the credibility, and these other upscale customers go there just because of the trust, I think.
Yeah, I think appearance is very important when a customer coming to your store and you have a very professional looking store, showcases.
That's right.
accessories. The trust will be available.
Good reviews.
Yeah, good
Perceptional
Yeah.
value based on
To
your brand
Tony.
appearance. Go ahead, Mark.
To Tony's point, if you have a repair shop and you don't consistently have a customer asking you, "Oh, is this part of a franchise?" You don't have a pretty shop. I mean, something's wrong there. We constantly are having people, "Oh my gosh, is this a franchise?" No, I own this junk. What up? No, I'm just playing. As far as like the financing piece, we offer it. We have two different companies we work with. We offer it. Now, do we always say, "Hey, Mr. Customer that don't want to drop $500 on your S23 Ultra screen repair"? Do we say, "Hey, we can finance that"? Because there are companies that can finance repairs also. If you're not saying that, which we suck at that, honestly, that's why we're not doing a ton of it. And that's one of the biggest things. If you don't ask, I said it earlier about asking about accessories. You don't ask. The guy's like, "Oh, $450, $500, see ya." He turns his back, say, "Hey, what about $50 a month?" Why aren't we all doing that? Because that thing is going to sell.
That's
Because
right.
he's up against a brick wall with a new phone with a high dollar, a 14 Pro Max. He's up to $500. What's he going to do? He's going to jump ship to another carrier, screw his credit up even more, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Get him on some sort of a payment Yeah. So we offer it. We suck at telling
Absolutely.
people about it, but it does
It's
work.
bad when
Let me
it
say,
comes to sales
yeah,
pitch.
let me just add to this. Yeah, let me just add the talk track that your frontline people use. That is what they say, their words about talking about different payment options is vital. Yeah, you've got to have them saying the right thing to make the customer feel comfortable. You know, if you can't afford it, that's okay. Let's talk about payment options. You know, let me show you what we have. You got to bring the customer into the know on that. So it's new for you. It's new for the industry. So it's going to be a little clumsy for starters, but you got to practice, rehearse, and get your frontline salespeople to know what to say to the customer.
Well, you know what? RTO will be at the expo, so they can ask you all these amazing questions. I want to tap in Farhan. I want to see if you have any intake here.
So what we do here is we offer financing, but based on the area that I am in and based on the clientele we have, we don't have very good success rate on financing. It's just the area and the type of customers we have. So financing doesn't
When you
work.
say no success, when you say non-success, they don't qualify or
Tony's
they
like, I'm
reject it.
They
everywhere.
don't even want to apply. They don't even want to apply
Yeah.
because they don't want to pay interest. It's mostly African customers. They don't believe in that kind of finance.
Well, it's very expensive. If you third-party finance companies are very, very expensive. Farhan, we're going to have some time in Orlando together, and we'll show you where interest doesn't even enter the picture. You're going to price it even without interest. So we'll have some good conversations. That's great.
Awesome. I want to say something about a comment. Zia, are you coming from the Netherlands to the expo? I believe you are.
He is flying.
Hi, Zia.
So Zia is a very serious businessman, takes his business serious. So he's on LinkedIn right now where we're streaming on my channel. But
Awesome. Come on in, man. Come on
you're
over.
in the US and you don't have a ticket. This goes to show how serious you are or not about your business. I'm just saying.
Invest in your business. Invest in your business. This is not a side hustle anymore, guys.
No.
You know, if you're doing this to pay your bills, this is not a side hustle. You have to go all the way in to see what you're missing on. So I think
I am. He's coming.
You'll see the big players show up because they know it's serious, and then you've got onesie twosies people trying to do it as a side hustle, not taking it serious, complaining all day long about the industry. But you've got guys personally that I mean you know, I know, we know they have multiple $1 million shops.
You know, Nicole, the first question I get, how did you get 14 stores? I did not inherit these stores. I showed up to expos and I met people like this, and I met people in the industry. That's how I was able to get to 14 stores. Is because I met people that can help me with the parts. I met people that can help me with the finances, with the carriers, with the marketing, with the advices. That's how I was able to get to 14 stores. I did not get it. It's not grandfathered in.
Yeah, I have people on my channel that don't have shops yet or anything that they want to come because they want to learn. And I've told people this is where to go if you're just
100%.
starting out.
That is great.
Adrian, just to talk to your channel real quick. I mean, because we kind of have the same audience, Adrian. We're on the Cellbotics channel too right now. And a lot of our followers are looking to enter the industry and they really are confused about where to start. This kind of show is exactly where you need to be because you're going to all of a sudden get this huge injection of information. The right vendors are going to be there. The right speakers are going to be talking about the right topics. You know, there's going to be like someone like you and me who caters our content to people who are entering it. You know, we have a mix of content too, both of us, but you know, they can come up and just talk to us and ask questions, you know, about entering the industry. And so if you don't have a business in the industry, but you're looking at this industry and you're looking at it seriously, come to the show, find us, talk to us, hook up with us. You know, you're going to see all these vendors here, connect with them. And, you know, you're going to learn so much about this industry. It's going to give you everything you need to know.
I have a question. Thousands of dollars in time. It's going to save you a lot of stuff that we went through. You know.
Good stuff. Okay, quick question. Just my last question for the day. Okay. How do you guys have a program, training program for your employees, and how often do you do that? Tony, go ahead.
I do, of course.
Hey, Nicole, I'm gonna need to bow out.
Tony.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty good to Tony. I've been trying to get him on this.
No. Seriously, because this the reason I asked this because we do this every single week. We get an hour to 2 hours every week with the team. I put everybody, even I include my call center employees right here. I put them all on the phone. I want to put them all together because we have people in Philippines, we have people in the US and Chicago and Houston. So I got to put everybody together so I can talk to them and tell them, listen, we need to sell, we need to push more. I need you guys to know about marketing. By the way, not one hire I make if the employee doesn't know anything about marketing. I don't give a damn. If you don't know anything about social media, go learn social media and come back and apply for a job over here. If you're the warehouse guy, the janitor, whatever the hell you do, you need to know what the hell is how to communicate with people. Every hire I make, they have to know something about social media and how it works. If you're sitting on TikTok all day long, damn it, you can learn at least about my work and you can get it done. That's it. So that's my training to my employees. Get going, learn about marketing, learn about sales, and come on and join. Do you guys train your employees? My question.
How do you train your employees? Quick, Tony.
I do.
Tony,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get you on the LMS eventually.
Mark, go ahead and tell me what you got.
Yeah. So what we do, we have a training agenda that we introduce day one. We go step by step. We teach them everything. They have to check off on it that they understand it, they learned it. So I mean that's one of the tools that we use is an agenda. If you don't have it spelled out or using a tool that's online or something like that, you're just flying by the seat of your pants. Like, oh, it's an iPhone. Do you know how to do the screen? Yeah, well, let me show you. And then it's no method to that. It's just haphazard. Maybe they're going to learn. Maybe they're not.
We give when we do the interviews. I am a big believer in fresh blood. So when you hire people that never been in the industry, sometimes it's better than teaching an old dog some new tricks. I've had this
most of the time
when some guys who have been in the industry learned the incorrect way, and then when you're teaching them new tricks, it's kind of very complicated to get out of their old tricks. So I'm a big believer in new blood. I do give them 3 days of training. Those are, I would call them the hot seat training, because I would have somebody on top of the camera. They would be training with some of the store manager that is previously working with us for a few years. The only things I'm looking at, I don't, flood them with a lot of information so they don't get overwhelmed. The only things that I'll be looking at in these 3 days is the approach, the body language, and offering anything, accessories. I don't believe that they will learn what is an iPhone 11 or an iPhone 12. I'm fine with that. The first 3 days I'm looking at is, I'm not looking for somebody to stand behind the counter like this. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for somebody that stands behind the store manager. I'm looking for somebody that approaches the customers. Hey, good morning. How are you? How can I help you? If he doesn't know, that's fine. So body language, let's put it like that way. For the first 2 weeks after that, we give them intensive training based on sales. We start looking at results, numbers. If they do pass the first 2 weeks, they would get 6 months into my company before start getting paid commission. That changed a lot of how I operate and how I train employees. I do not offer commission from day one. I offer commission after evaluation of their sales after 6 months. The good news is, if somebody says, oh, no, I'm not going to wait 6 months, that guy will leave you in 2 months and 3 months. But
that's right.
So you're already filtering the bad people before you even invest $1 in them. That changed the whole entire hire in my company. Believe it or not, I don't know how, but I still have time to do the interviews myself.
That's awesome.
I actually use one day out of the week, 3 hours a day on that day. I interview like 7 people, 10 people. I would probably get 1 or 2 people that would jump on the job. One of them would last. That's how bad the industry is. But
that's really great tips. Thank you.
Does anybody have any VAs outsource anything? I know you do.
You're working on it.
Mine.
Okay. If anybody wants anything like this, they can reach out to me. I can show them. I can help them and get them going. Just to throw this on.
VAs, Ahmed, VAs. What is that?
Virtual assistant. People working from Philippines, doing things for us. Yeah.
I'm also in real estate, so I thought VA loans or something like Like
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking when you said VAs. Okay, virtual assistants.
Actually, I do have real estate agents because they're running crazy and they don't have time to answer things. And VAs are awesome, man.
Locations for you to have an idea on good locations. That's, I think, your business starts with your location. You cannot, rent an office building and expect it to be a retail storefront.
No.
So it is the first step you take is find a very good location. Don't mind the rent. If the rent is high, the area is good, there's more money. So don't be cheap in the rent.
I say that. That's so true. I wish people listen to that more often.
I mean,
Okay, so
sorry,
training. The other four of you. Let's quickly just do you train, or the other three of you?
Not at the moment. Right now, I have a manager as a partner. He's doing all the training, but usually when I was there, I can say in order to train an employee as a repair, it takes time. It cannot be done overnight. You understand? If you put too much information on the road, on their mind, it can be too much. But you need to do step by step. Usually, I do. If I had a iCloud phone or something, it's like let's say had a water damage. Teach them how to open the phone. You understand without breaking the LCD. Right now, the LCD is expensive.
Right.
Then opening the motherboard and dismantling, and teach every single thing that a customer pass by. It's not like, let's say there's a guy for Samsung, there's a guy for iPhone. I don't believe in that. I believe if the guy who's going to work there, he needs to know not just some of the stores they're doing the biggest mistake they're doing. They just hire an employee who knows how to repair. He needs to know how to sell.
Yeah,
You understand?
that's very true, Mohammed.
You
Thank you
can
so
you
much.
can you can take a salesperson and make a repairing employee. It's possible. But
That's
you cannot take a repairing guy, make him a salesperson, because their mentality is just to repair. It's not like that right now. It used to be before. Customer used to flood with customers. Right now, your customer service comes first. The repair comes second.
All
That's
right.
what I believe. You understand?
That's awesome. Okay, so
I
go
would like
ahead.
to add.
We're running over our hour, so I just want to make sure.
I want to one more time for Farhan, just 1 minute.
No. I'm going to let the both of them say
go
if they
for
do
it.
training.
I got to hear what Farhan has to say.
Yeah.
So the way I train is I train one person, I make them enabled. Next person I hire, I leave it under the guy that I just trained. That way I know how much the first person has learned and what knowledge he can transfer. So that's how I do it. Just train one person right and then continue from there on.
Awesome.
Okay, but do you have ongoing training? Do you get the guys and say, hey guys,
Yes.
today we're going to talk about how to upsell? You guys, your sales, every team get discouraged. Every team, even my team. And I feel like when I disconnect myself away from my sales team, I'm like, something is not right. Come back here, guys. What's going on? Let's get back to the basics. Let's be good at selling and helping people. Do you guys do that stuff like this?
And for sales wise, we do it like every once a month. We're not very consistent at doing it.
Okay, no,
monthly
once
or
a month is. Listen, there's people not doing it at all. I know some organizations are expecting to bring people. No. They bring people and they show them what to do and they just leave them. You don't do that. You set them up for discourage. I always want to keep that momentum. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go ahead. Who's next?
Adrian. Go ahead, Adrian.
Yeah, so we also have a training program, just like Celbotics, and
be careful.
We have something.
No, you don't have LMS. No.
See, well, okay, that's why I wasn't gonna say anything.
What product are you talking about there, Adrian?
If he want to compare himself, he will compare himself with the best. So that's complimentary, right?
So it's a 5-day curriculum. We have our employees do it. From there, we test their skills. Obviously, it's always an ongoing thing. We use YouTube a lot just for new devices. I mean, there's devices that we don't know how to do or we've never done it. But I think it comes down to mastering your hand skill. So we really focus on teaching. We call it practical wisdom. But yeah, so we go through our 5-day curriculum. Then if they pass that test, then they're pretty much ready to take on the battles.
That's awesome. And you do follow-up training, I'm sure.
Yeah, we do. If we see that they're lacking in one area, then we'll pull them to the side. We also have for my marketing company, we have a daily stand-up meeting of 15 minutes. For the repairs, it's, you know, whenever we feel like we need it. I'm not going to say we do it every week or every 2 weeks, but if we do need it, we'll set up a meeting to talk to the sales team and everything.
That's awesome. Well, I have to give my input here, so you guys are going to have to listen to me for a few minutes.
Go for it.
Okay, so first off, we do have training. We have different types of training. So we have training for people that are entering the industry and want to start their own business, which is like our in-person training classes, or we have it online. But then we also have a white label LMS. And we have it for depots, which are processing centers that do, you know, we have clients who do 50, 60,000 devices a month, big facilities, and they lease this white label platform from us. We have about over 600 instructional style repair, you know, how to diagnose a device, how to intake a device, how to, what are parts and what do they do and how do they work, and just very, very detailed small courses and big courses. And then we also have the white label platform through Repairs First Association. So if you have a certain number of locations, you would get a white label training platform with all of these courses completely customized to fit your brand. And our team works with the brand's team to even put custom branded content. And so the way that we look at training is, it's definitely what you guys are saying. It's in pieces, right? It's progression. But we like to start with the basics, you know, what are tools, what are the different devices, you know, and then, you know, get into parts and how they work and what they actually are doing. It's one thing to just take screws out and replace something, than to actually know what the part does is where we find technicians fail a lot. Is to say, okay, I can change a proximity, but what is it actually doing? You know, it's probably a bad example, but, and then of course we've got all the repair training, you know, pass and fail grading. What is the flow of training if they fail a course? You know, how long is it taking them to watch something? All of this is built into the LMS. So yes, we do also our own in-house training. Like Ahmed is talking about with his VAs. I mean, we get together as a team and we train together on different topics. We have SOPs, we have process books. Everything we do in Cellbotics is documented with step-by-steps and a video. So if an employee needs to take on a task, they can go to the handbook and look for the steps, or they can go look for the video and watch someone like myself actually doing it and replicate the process. So that's, right. You know, we take training pretty serious, obviously. You know, that's what we want to see, that's what we specialize in. So that's kind of my take on training. Let's see here. All right, so we've got some comments before we go. Someone is flying in from Mexico. So again, another person coming from far, far away. Nintendo for training. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Does anybody know?
What is it?
Training console. They're trying to.
Oh, I speak Spanish. What does it say?
You can see the comment. Everybody has
his method for training. Everybody has their own method. Their own
training there we
method.
Go. Okay, that's right. Oh, method. Next comment. There we go. Okay. And yes, basics are very important. Okay, so you guys can get your ticket for free. Anything you guys want to say before we go?
A lot of stuff, but we don't have time.
It's just, I just need people to take their business more serious. Your business is what paying your bills. Yeah. Make sure to invest in your business. Come to the expo, guys. I really, you know what? You're gonna miss out because we're gonna be there. We're gonna learn. We're gonna hang out with everybody here. We're gonna have
somebody that says, I will mention his name in the expo. Don't wait for the door swings. Go out and get it.
That's it, man. That's it. How much you want, how bad you want it, how bad you want to succeed. Success is not going to come to your door. You got to go and look around. You have to go learn. No, we didn't grow by sleeping and sitting on the couch and wishing.
Yeah.
We go to expos, we invest money, and we learn. We hang out with people.
That's right.
And we learn. We hang out with winners. Hang out with the winners. Yeah. Forget about the losers that's in your life.
Exactly.
Change.
Stop hanging out with losers.
No, we're not. We're going to be the winners here. No, we have enough losers in our life. Come over and hang out with winners.
That's what I'm saying.
The announcement that I'm going to make, it happened at the GRE. I collaborated with a big company that saw me at the GRE, and it's $1 million deal. We'll announce that at the GRE.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want to know. My goodness. I hate secrets. Good, you can't tell me.
And by the way, it's the same thing here, Tony. I do have a new project, but I don't like to talk about things until we sign the papers. The same thing. So We have got some good stuff. Yeah.
This is a group of winners, big things going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your tail to the Gadget Repair Expo. You know, your ticket is free. And if you are a shop owner and you're watching this, I just want to again speak about Repairs First and plug them a little bit. If you haven't checked them out yet, Brian Ahern can help you with everything about our topic. Our topic was how to increase revenue without increasing customers. When you sign up as a Repairs First Association member, Brian actually gets on the phone with you personally, and he introduces you to all of these vendors and things that you can do to increase revenue at your store. So definitely check out Repairs First if you feel like you need some different opportunities to bring revenue into your store. And
temperature will be 85 on the first day and 86 on the second day. Lows at 69 degrees at the nighttime in Orlando on May 11th and 12th. So bring some shorts, some tank tops, and enjoy the weather.
Oh man, that's
I got to work on my tan.
And Mark does not have green hair.
I might be getting there the Sunday or Saturday before, so I'm going to be.
You need to get there. You got to come and see me.
Come on over, guys.
I got you.
All right, see you guys at the expo. Thank you all for watching, and thank you guys for being on the live.
Thank you.
See ya. Take care. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.